Welcome everybody to midweek meditation, I think week 26. At some point I'm going to stop counting, but not yet. So welcome to everyone that is here. I think everybody's been here before. I'm Wendie. I live in Redwood City and I am on a historical Ramaytush land, the tribelet of the Lamchin tribelet of the Ramaytush people. And one of the things to say about that, just real briefly, is one of the reasons to do a land acknowledgement is the fact that the historical inhabitants of what became the United States were not only not treated well, they were decimated by European diseases, but it's part of the awareness of a population, Native Americans, who are part of this whole looking at systemic racism and how people are being treated differently, and almost a caste system here in the United States. So that's one of the reasons why I like to do that. It's an acknowledgement of, at least, this is the land of the people that I live on. And if you're in the Zoom and you're new and I don't know you and you want to pop something in the chat, I'll look at it later about being here and where you're coming from. Today, we're going to focus on Emunah, which is the Hebrew term for faith. It's not really trust as much. That's another word. And it's not just faith, faith in this, faith in that. It really sources back to faith in God, faith in something beyond the self, faith in something larger and grander. And there's a couple reasons why I chose this as a focus of our meditation today and a little bit of learning. One, because it seems like right now, as we're leading up to the election, that there's a lot of stirring, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry from people about what not only the results are going to be, but what is going to happen after the results. And so to be able to have some faith in that which we can't control is always wonderful to cultivate. And it also fits with this week's portion. I really love Genesis. It's so much easier to connect to the portions in Genesis than it is in Leviticus. So in Genesis, we're in the parasha Lech Lecha, which Lech Lecha translates both as go forth, but it also means go inward, go into yourself, which I think are both wonderful metaphors for this time that we are in and that we're in a meditation space. So Abraham, Abraham, later named Abraham, is told by God, go out, go forth, leave your the place that's comfortable to you, that you know, and go out to a place that you don't know. And in fact, I'm not even going to tell you where it is, just go. And I will show you. Have faith in me. I will show you where you are supposed to be. And so it fits really well with this week's portion, as well as what seems to be going on inside of us and out around us. And to engage in faith, to engage in Emunah, we have to actually acknowledge that we need some help, that things that we need right now are not just within our own strength, not just within our grasp, but that we need some resources that are outside of us, that we can't do it alone. In fact, probably many things we can't do alone. I think about, without electricity, I couldn't be doing this. So I can't generate electricity. So just to sit here and lead a meditation, I need something outside of myself. But clearly, there are more spiritually oriented things where we need to really trust in a greater unfolding that we don't yet know. Um, and that's what we're talking about here, both on the small scale of, yes, I need to know that the electricity is going to happen, and the large scale that I have to trust that it's a benevolent universe and that there is a desire for things to right themselves when they are challenging. So we have to first admit that we can't do something alone, to allow in some kind of outside support. And that admission makes us face our vulnerability. So it's not easy. Faith is not easy for many of us. For some people, it is. I would count myself in the category of those who struggle with it. Um, but that struggle is part of the process. So cultivating faith means actually releasing some grip on the fact that not only have I done something this way, I'm habituated to a certain way of thinking or feeling or doing, and I have to let go of the attachment to that, but that there's actually the possibility that something outside of me is exactly what I need, that connecting to something larger is what that I need, and that I cannot do it alone. So faith can be both comforting when we let go of our struggle, and it can also be frightening because we're admitting that we don't have everything that we need. It might tap into our feeling of helplessness. But the strength that we get by opening ourselves up to the mystery of the unknown, we're cultivating every time that we do something where we trust and have faith. We cultivate those muscles to recognize, yeah, you know what, I'm not in control, and I'm just going to ride it out here, and I will, things will right themselves. I will surface. I will find a different way of responding if the way that I'm responding is causing me more anxiety and concern. Um, and because we can't know, we're cultivating trust and in the unknowing, and we're cultivating being present in the now instead of trying to figure out the future. And that is what meditation is really helping us to do, is to be more present in the now and to stop worrying about the future, because that's not where we actually cannot impact the future anywhere but in the now. So it's a continual journey, like all of our journeys that we have to do over and over. We, you know, have to let go, and then we kind of grab it back, and then we have to let go and we grab it back. Just like our meditation, where, thoughts come in, we let them go, and then they come back, you let them go. It's very similar. Maybe it's the exact same journey. So the intention today is to get us to release whatever is gripping in our minds, whatever is causing us worry or anxiety, to let it go, to that mystery that is beyond, to Yah, to God, to a benevolent universe, whatever words make sense and whatever concept makes sense to you, and just to allow yourself to be in the present moment and let go of any worry and anxiety during this time, so that you can cultivate it and use it at other times as well. The word emunah, the word for faith, is also comes from the same root as amen, which most of us know. We say it at the end of a blessing or a prayer, amen. And so it's a statement of, yeah, I'm gonna connect with this. I'm going to cultivate this. I trust this. So I created a little meditation around the word Amen as a way for us to meditate with Emunah, which is a little bit more complicated word, and not one that is just easy to use in meditation and in the breath. And so my hope for you is that you let in the energy, the light, the love, however you want to think about it, of that something that's beyond you, that can hold whatever it is that's churning in your mind, and allow yourself to relax your nervous system, to relax your mind, and have a little space to be present and in your body to cultivate the strength of letting go. So, the chant that I am going to do to move us into the meditation is we are opening up to sweet surrender. So, may we open up to sweets, to the surrendering, and may it be sweet. And then we'll do a meditation for the next 20 or so minutes, and I'll bring us back with the bell. So get yourself comfortable. We are opening up to sweet surrender of the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up to sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up to sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. 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 So, taking a few breaths in at your own natural cycle, breathing in, filling up the lungs, breathing out, releasing and letting go. Noticing the body as you breathe, the air coming into the lungs expanding, the air leaving the body, the belly and the chest softening. Noticing your sits bones in the chair, rooting them down towards the earth, feeling the strength in the back of your body, in your spine, feeling the length of the spine as you breathe in, and feeling the length of the spine as you breathe out, keeping the spine nice and strong and firm while the body softens in the front with each inhale and exhale. Each breath, breathing in and breathing out, letting go, softening the mind just a little bit more, relaxing, being present, noticing sensations in the body, noticing anywhere that feels tight or there's pain, and honoring it. It's fine to shift your body weight, get yourself more comfortable. Noticing where the body is touching itself, maybe the hands on your lap or one hand in another, the backs of the knees are bent. Noticing your body touching the chair, coming into the body to be more present in this moment. Taking a nice inhale in, imagining it coming from the top of the head, breathing it down the spine, into the lungs, deep into the belly. And as you exhale, letting it go, but keeping the spine nice and erect, softening the front of the body. One more nice deep breath in, widening the lungs and expanding the lungs from front to back and up and down. Exhaling and letting it all go. And returning to your own breath rhythm, feeling your inhale and your exhale in your body. Noticing the fullness of each breath from its beginning to its end. Staying attentive to both the inhale and the exhale. We shift the focus gently to the word Amen, continuing to be with the breath in the body. Breathing in, Ah, and breathing out, Men. If you want to vocalize this, you're welcome to. Amen. And then at some point, returning it to in the mind, with the inhale, and then with the exhale. Breathing in and letting go with the exhale. And setting an intention for yourself as we do this meditation. What might you want to, what do you intend to release and let go of? How do you want to be present in these next few moments, few minutes? And as we do this meditation, if it feels comfortable to let go of Amen, if you're feeling yourself connected to that trusting, faithful place of letting go of whatever is causing you worry or anxiety, and you feel yourself being present in your body with your breath, feel free to let go of the Amen. Or if it helps steady you and keep you focused, continue to Ah on the inhale and then on the exhale. Our invitation to let go and let Yah, let the ground of beingness hold the cares of the world and what is inside you today so that you can have the rest and relaxation that you deserve and need. So, welcome back. Take a nice breath in and out. If your eyes were closed, you can open them, you can stretch, move yourself around a little bit. And I wanted to share the tiniest little poem. It's not a haiku. I guess that would be the tiniest little poem. This is a short poem by the Sufi poet Hafiz. And he said this: How did the rose ever open its heart and give to the world all of its beauty? It felt the encouragement of light against its being. Otherwise, we all remained too frightened. So I thought that was beautiful to remind us that even when we're frightened, it's an opportunity, or maybe especially when we're frightened, it's an opportunity to open up into rest in a faith and of something that we don't know. And may you continue to be held by this meditation and this intention this week. And I'd like to close by thanking you for your presence and being part of this community, even if you're virtually watching this through the live stream or in the recording. We know you're out there, and thank you very much. The divine in me sees the divine in you. You're made in the image of God, in the image of Yah. B'Tselem Yah.